Welcome to my channel. Don't forget to subscribe and share your comments about the exciting end of the story. The Nexus War. Let the story begin. In the infinite stretches of the Andromedian galaxy, stars glisten like diamonds against the dark fabric of space. Amidst this backdrop, the planet Terra Nova orbited its twin suns, a jewel of human ingenuity. The human colony thrived with bustling markets, sleek skyscrapers, and verdant parks. Captain Elena Hayes stood at the colony's central plaza, her eyes scanning the bustling crowd. Children laughed, vendors haggled, and drones flitted about delivering parcels. She felt a pang of unease as she remembered her recent expedition. "Captain Hayes," called Lieutenant Fisher, her trusted second-in-command, catching up to her. "The council meeting starts soon." "You sure about sharing this?" Elena's gaze hardened. "They need to know, Alex. The Drexor won't wait." They walked briskly to the council chamber, a grand hall with a high ceiling and intricate murals depicting humanity's journey through the stars. Inside, council members bickered, their faces reflecting years of political strain. "Captain Hayes," Councilman Werner spat. "What's so urgent?" Elena placed a smooth obsidian relic on the table. It's part of the Nexus key. The Drexor are coming for it." Whispers filled the room. Councilwoman Estrada leaned forward, her eyes wide. "The Nexus key? The one from the old legends?" "Yes," Elena replied, her voice steady. "And we need to be ready." Outside Terra Nova's council chamber, alarms blared, piercing the serene evening. Captain Elena Hayes and Lieutenant Fisher rushed to the command center, urgency etched on their faces. Screens displayed hostile ships descending on the colony. "Drexor," Elena muttered, gripping the edge of the console. Technicians buzzed around her, relaying orders. Fisher tapped her shoulder, concern shadowing his features. "Orders, Captain?" She took a deep breath. "Deploy defensive units. Get our people to shelters. We fight back." The skies above Terra Nova darkens as Drexor warships broke through the atmosphere. Turrets roared to life, casting fiery trails across the heavens. Elena and Fisher boarded the command ship, the Athena, its sleek design a testament to human engineering. In the cockpit, comms officer Linda Marks shouted over the din. "Enemy fleet approaching fast, Captain." Elena nodded, her mind racing. "Linda, patch me through to all units." A moment later, her voice echoed through the fleet. "This is Captain Hayes. Hold the line. Protect our home. For Terra Nova." The Athena soared into the fray, dodging enemy fire. Lasers streaked across the void, illuminating the intense battles below. Elena's focus never wavered. A sudden flash on the screen showed Vacarith ships joining the fight. Fisher's eyes widened. "Allies? Here!" "Seems so," Elena said, determination lighting her gaze. "Let's make this count." As the Drexor assault intensified, the human and Vacarith forces blended, their combined might pushing the invaders back. Amidst the chaos, Elena's mind lingered on the Nexus key. This battle was just the beginning. The battle over Terra Nova raged on, but in a hidden lab beneath the colony, Captain Elena Hayes examined star charts and ancient texts. Vacarith emissaries Cyril and Merrick stood nearby, their blue luminescent skin reflecting the glow of the monitors. "These coordinates," Merrick said, pointing to a star cluster, "are where you'll find the remaining Nexus key pieces." Elena raised an eyebrow. "You're sure? We can't afford mistakes." Cyril's golden eyes met hers. "Positive. The Drexor will be there too. They sense the key's power." Elena turned to her team. Lieutenant Fisher and comms officer Linda Marks were on edge. "Prepare the Athena. We leave in an hour." Fisher frowned. "Captain, is this wise? We just push back and attack. We're low on resources." Elena's expression softened. "I know, Alex, but if we don't get those pieces, the Drexor will come back stronger. We have to end this." Linda's hands trembled as she inputted the new coordinates. "Ready, Captain." The Athena rocketed through space, weaving through asteroid fields and nebula clouds. The journey felt endless, each moment heightening the crew's anxiety. Small conversations broke the tension. "You think we can really find them?" Linda asked, her voice barely above a whisper. Elena's gaze was steady. "We have to. Humanity's future depends on it." As they neared the star cluster, Drexor ships appeared on the radar. Fisher tensed. "Here we go again." Elena focused, her voice firm. "Stay sharp, everyone. We're not alone." Just then, an encrypted message from Terra Nova crackled through the comms. It was Councilwoman Estrada. "Be aware, Captain. There's more at stake than just the key. Your team must survive." Elena glanced at her weary crew. "Understood. We'll be ready for anything." Stealthily navigating past the Drexor patrols, the Athena landed on an ancient, desolate planet. Elena and her team prepared for their next challenge, the weight of the galaxy resting on their shoulders. The planet's surface was a maze of jagged rocks and ancient ruins. Captain Elena Hayes led her team through the eerie silence, every shadow a potential threat. The Nexus key pieces, hidden for eons, were near. "Stay alert," Elena whispered. Her eyes scanned the environment as they moved. Cyril and Merrick, the Vakarith emissaries, navigated with ease. "This way," Merrick gestured, his eyes shining with certainty. Lieutenant Fisher glanced at Elena. "We've come this far, Captain. Let's finish it." A sudden roar shattered the silence. Drexor warriors stormed from the shadows, eyes glowing with menace. Blades clashed, and energy beams illuminated the dark terrain. Elena's heart raced as she fought through the chaos. Linda Marks shouted, "Captain, they're overwhelming us!" Elena's focus sharpened. She felt something resonate within her, a power awakening. "Stay close," she ordered, realizing the Nexus key pieces responded to her presence. As the battle raged, Elena activated the quantum resonance ability. A radiant aura enveloped her, synchronizing with the Nexus key fragments. Power surged through her veins. Using this newfound strength, she unleashed waves of energy, pushing back the Drexor forces. Their leader, Crathar, stepped forward, sneering. "Human, you think you can win?" Elena's eyes narrowed. "I'm not alone." She drew the energy around her, focusing it into a precise, blinding strike. The force knocked Crathar back, his expression turning from arrogance to fear. Fisher and the others rallied, inspired by Elena's display. They fought off the remaining Drexor, the tide of battle shifting in their favor. The air hummed with residual energy as the last enemy fell. Merrick approached Elena, his face a mix of awe and concern. "You controlled the quantum resonance." Elena nodded, breathing heavily. "It's not just about the key, it's about us. Humanity has a part to play in this galaxy." Fisher helped her stand, a proud smile on his face. "Captain, you did it." Elena looked at her team, battered but victorious. "We all did, but this is only the beginning. The galaxy awaits." They gathered the Nexus key pieces, their fate entwined with the ancient prophecy. With new resolve, they prepared to return, knowing their journey was far from over. Back on Terra Nova, Captain Elena Hayes walked through the bustling command center with a mix of pride and determination. The Nexus key pieces were securely stored, and the colony's defenses reinforced. Yet the weight of their victory brought new responsibilities. Lieutenant Fisher approached, concern etched on his face. "Reports are coming in. Drexor remnants are regrouping. They're not giving up." Elena nodded, her gaze distant. "They won't, but we're ready." Councilwoman Estrada entered the room, her presence commanding attention. "Captain Hayes, the Council acknowledges your efforts, but we must discuss the key." Elena led Estrada to a private briefing room where Cyril and Merrick awaited. The Vakarith emissaries spoke first. "The key's power is immense. You harnessed it, Captain, but it also paints a target on humanity." Estrada's eyes softened. "We need allies, Elena. You've forged bonds, but more will be required." Elena leaned back, her mind racing. "We'll form a coalition, a united front against any threat." Fisher, standing by the door, interjected. "It's risky, Captain. Trust isn't easy to establish." She locked eyes with him. "Trust begins with us. We lead by example." Outside, the people of Terra Nova worked tirelessly, rebuilding and fortifying. Children played in the streets, unaware of the brewing storm. Elena found solace in their laughter, a reminder of what they fought for. Linda Marks joined her, a hopeful smile on her face. "We've started receiving messages of support. Other races want to join our cause." Elena's heart lifted. "That's good news, Linda. It's a start." As night fell, Elena stood on a balcony overlooking the colony. The sky glittered with stars, a vast universe filled with endless possibilities and threats. Fisher joined her, quiet but supportive. She spoke softly, more to herself than anyone else. "We've come so far, but there's so much left to do." Fisher placed a hand on her shoulder. "We'll face it together, Captain." one step at a time. Elena nodded, drawing strength from his words. They had won a crucial battle, but the war for the galaxy's future was just beginning. And with the Nexus key and their newfound allies, humanity was ready to take its place among the stars.